Hello? My streaming program just abruptly closed for no reason at all. Streaming program just shut down without a single warning. It just stopped. That'll make it a pain to upload later. I wouldn't say that I'm an expert, by the way, at the Palace of the Dead. I don't think I could solo it, for example. Hopefully everything is fine with the stream. Yeah, I do kind of remember a lot of the Palace, and okay, there was an accursed horde on that floor, but I completely understand not wanting to bother going for it at this point. Items unavailable. Good. Great. For the record, when items are unavailable, there is one item that will work, and it's the one that removes like effects on a floor, if I remember correctly at least. So if you really need items and you have one of those, it can be used. And I guess it is fair to say that I know a fair bit about the Palace. Honestly, I think one of the key skills of Palace of the Dead, and indeed in a lot of video games, is to know that you should use items, not necessarily exactly when to use them, but that you should use them, rather than the mentality of, I have to save this for when I really need it. This is one of those video game scenarios where it's beneficial to just be able to use it. Sometimes I've been using them earlier than I should have, probably. But, generally speaking... But yeah, also, like I said, the music that is currently playing is unique to the last few floors of the first district. This does not play anywhere else in the game. The last few floors of the second set of Palace of the Dead had a similar thing going on. Nope, this is not from Tactics Ogre. That is what happens at floor 90 something. The Tactics Ogre doesn't happen until 90 to 100. So there are also some unrelated armor sets elsewhere in the game that are Tactics Ogre inspired or from Tactics Ogre that don't have anything to do with the Palace. Auto heal disabled again. It just really keeps happening, huh? There's no reason to use this. It won't do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and use these. At least this isn't as bad as other floors. We don't have any other problems other than this one. We also don't have any... Oh boy. Glad I was stepping back for that for a second. This is a utility for some of the... We should go this way, honestly. Like, after we kill this guy. hiding him around is making this worse for all of us, actually. We should go this way. We're not going this way, it seems. The insatiable over here is not allowing it. I mean, I guess we maybe should get that last item. There's that item over there. Maybe that's a fair call. Witching could be helpful. We could very well need that shortly. Or if not, we might as well use it shortly, honestly. Depending. Okay, so this is the last room of the dungeon. So honestly, we might as well just do that now. Make this a little bit easier for everybody. And now, boss time. I think the main thing with this boss is don't get hit. Stick close to them so that you don't get hit. Here's another unique piece of music. It would seem our guest has overstayed their welcome. Come, my love, let's show her the way out. Hope you like creepy laughter. The creepy laughter is in the music. Edda Blackbosom. You may recall, I think her name was Edda Whitebosom, Edda something like that before. And yeah, she got in walker early, how about that? So this is why you stay close, because she'll do this. I screwed up already. Cold feet, you look away. This version of in health, you want to get far away from her. And then she'll do this immediately. If you get hit by in health, it'll light up one of the sigils on the floor. And that will increase the power of her AoE that hits everything. Which is Black Honeymoon here. And that's no good. Cold feet, look away. She's probably going to use the other in health immediately after this. Yeah, see, one of the sigils is lit up because someone was, now we have two of them lit up. If all of them light up and she does the thing, you just die. For the record. Oh, shit. Oh, God. She becomes sticky. We might be fucked. Look away, you fool! Okay. Edda Pureheart was what her name was before, that's right. Yeah, white mages can get a staff that looks like her scythe. That's one of the Mog Station items. Furthermore, you can get that scythe as a weapon for various other classes as well. Bible in-game? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we're dead. Lose. Duty failed! The people in the party are upset by this. One of them made a face that's made out of a vertical line, and the other one said, LMAO, WTF happened. So, yep. As I said, that boss is no joke. We got really unlucky with all the floors before and didn't really have any items to help with the boss fight. Because I had to use all of them to survive. So there's also that. Now, we don't keep any of the... We don't keep anything we found in there. Because we lost. And, but we can try again from that point, I believe? Yeah. But as I said, I'm going to actually, continue on with what I'm supposed to be doing, probably. Rika sent me cookie! Yay! I'm gonna eat one. Right now. Cookie has been eaten. Now then, let's do samurai quests. Why not? I wonder why my streaming program abruptly shut down. It seems to be fine now, but I'm still thinking about it. Like, the whole program just closed without any warning when that happens. At least it was very clear that that happened, because that streaming program is taking up an entire second monitor at this time. And it just disappearing is very noticeable. Okay. The Sands of Death. Ah, Sucro, 'tis good to see you again, and stronger for your tireless training. Now then, within the sand-blasted walls of this city, we have identified an evil that wants for excising, an unscrupulous moneylender who preys upon the poor. This I learned by plying a certain businessman with coin. Apparently, the crook in question has been doing his rounds at Stone's Throw. He charges exorbitant rates on the meagerest sums, and those unable to return it in full are forced into slavery. This is no man but a leech that feeds off the least fortunate among us. Such evil cannot be suffered. Someone next to me just spawned in during the speech that was named Vitamin Death, and that derailed my thought a little bit. What a powerful name. Let us head to the shantytown, storms blow, and speak with the denizens. You mean Stone's Throw. Yeah, the gimmick with this guy is that he gets all of the area names wrong, always. I guess. Unless he dramatically gets one right in an important moment later on. There will probably be 2 samurai quests for me to do, since I'm level 54, and this one was at level 52. But I guess we'll see. To Stone's Throw. After this, we can start making progress towards killing Titus. Or Titus, or Titan. That quest line I abruptly quit in the middle of once I hit level 50 because everybody was rude. I was stupid enough to get a loan, now I'm working it off till Thaldos win. And I'm one of the luckier ones. My heart goes out to the lass yonder who's about to be sold on account of the medicine she bought her sick father. Jesus Christ. Have I mentioned that Ul'dah sucks a lot? That moneylender bastard? He's a swindler is what he is. Pretends he's your best friend, acting like he cares, but when you can't cough up the coin, he shows his true colors. Spit. Patu. Sure, I can tell you about the moneylender. Was played for a fool myself, and I've only got myself to blame. Fool me once, shame on me. That's just how it works here. Alright. Who do we kill? I'm a cat, and these people are getting betrayed by capitalism. It seems I was too kind earlier. This man is no leech, he's the stain that night soil leaves behind. Did you just call him a shit stain? Fair. Okay. Let us seek out this downtrodden damsel who sought only to do right by her father. I shall find Momozigo and join you presently. I think this man just called this other man a shit stain. Which is true. Hello. I'm a cat. How can I help? Who can I destroy for you? I only know that definition of night soil due to Dragon Quest builders. Aye, you heard right. Da needed medicine badly, so he borrowed a handful of coins. But before we knew it, a handful became a chestful, and now I'm having to work to pay it back. But the interest goes faster than I can work, and the moneylender's threatening to sell me off to a client. If that happens, no one will be left to look after Da. I just don't know what to do no more. Her own happiness is on the line, but still she worries for her father. Oh, this moneylender has it coming for him. To him. Oh, hey, it's probably the moneylender. Mr. Philip, don't sell me, please. I'll work harder, I swear. Just don't take me away. My dad, he needs looking after. Is that supposed to move me? If anything, you should be thankful. I'm offering you a chance to earn money without any effort. You need only lie on your back. Now come quietly. Wow, what a shit stain. Hold it right there, villain! If you try to take the girl away, you'll have to answer to these samurai here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut your head off. I know not who you are, but this is a legitimate business transaction, and it's certainly none of your concern. However, if you insist on threatening my person, I'll not hesitate to summon the brass blades. I will call the cops on you. Ho ho ho. Pray forgive us our indiscretion, my lord. As you say, it is none of our concern. Sukro, put up your katana. But I'm a cat, and I want to kill this guy. So your plan is probably going to be to do something sneaky. What are you doing, Musasai? Or should I say not doing? I thought the idea was to punish evil. Now was not the time to draw steel. Doing so would have only worsened the situation. We must be patient and await the right moment. Besides, I suspect there is more to the operation than this Philip alone. If we give him a line, he will surely lead us to his accomplices. Come, let us follow him. I bet the cops are in cahoots with this man. Because Ul'dah sucks so much. Sometimes you have to not immediately kill someone with the katana so that you can do it later. Is the moral of the story. Just you wait, Philip. We'll get you yet. That's this Lalafel's voice because he started as an announcer, by the way. I just have to maintain the voice. Kill people at the right time. It appears our man is meeting someone. Ah, speak of the devil. Hey, look, it's the cops! Even with the rags, 'tis plain she's a beauty, yes? I trust she will serve to stay in your good graces. Oh-ho, you've outdone yourself this time. Yes, she will serve very well indeed. You may continue to conduct your business freely. She's being used to bribe a brass blade and a commanding officer at that. Damn that scoundrel! Now we know why this villain was able to operate in plain sight, unmolested by the law. Sucro, the time has come to draw steel. All cops are bastards, you see. Wait until you can kill everybody at the same time. Trying to eat shit, fuckers. I mean, I'm a cat. The brass blades literally are Ulda's police, by the way. I'm not just saying things. I'm not making that up. I accidentally used a thing, but that's fine. At least I'm pretty sure they're Ulda's police force. Hey, idiots. Ah, mommy! Don't hurt me, I surrender! Thank you so much. Well, this is a good introduction to samurai quests, I guess. Ah, we've tied them up. You did well, but remember, a katana is not to be drawn blindly. Within its sheath you must let it rest, steeping in power until the time is ripe to strike. You have to do the cool thing, where you put your katana back in the sheath and then draw it and do a slash. It makes you 5,000% more anime and cool. Such is the way of the samurai. What have you done, Momozigo? Ususai, wait! He's my friend, and he's here to help. He's not the enemy? Oh, not at all, good sir. Long story short, we've been trying to find decisive evidence linking the moneylender Philip to one of our officers, and thanks to your timely intervention, we've done just that. His involvement in this racket is a stain upon our honor, which is admittedly far from squeaky clean. But know that there are many honest brass blades still, good men and women who strive to serve the public trust. If you hadn't appeared, God knows where I might have ended up. I don't know how to thank you. Think nothing of it. The work is its own reward. Now hurry back to your Da and put his mind at ease. Despite what this game says, there are not many good cops, if any good cops. Pray allow me to thank you also. With your help, we succeed in catching slippery crooks who had long eluded us. We succeeded. Rest assured that we shall see to the rest by your leave. I guess fantasy settings are allowed to have good cops, though. For a moment, I thought you'd given us up to the enemy. Next time, I would thank you to share your plans. Have a little faith, will you? Thanks to my spontaneity, we managed to wrap this up in a neat little package. Fufalupa, he and I go back a long way. Fellows as honest as they come. I do not doubt it. Now then, our work here is done. One fewer evil afflicts the realm. Let us move on to wherever the wind should blow. And the wind blows, 'twould seem, to the sea. Momozigo, pray take the lead. Right, this way, friends. We're going to Limsa-Lominsa. They're going to Limsa-Lominsa. By the way, I have radically far-left political views. In case it wasn't obvious from what just happened. Oops. Awoo! The awoo has been redeemed. Awoo! By the way, did you notice that I labeled the bits bucket up there? Not that many people give bits to me, but you know. I wanted to put a little TM after bits with a Z in quotes because I thought that was funny, but that made the text string too long to like fit neatly anywhere. I think the text is centered under the bucket, but I might be wrong also. Whether or not something is centered is one of the most difficult things to determine when dealing with graphics of any sort. I do love the sea. There's something cleansing about it, and I don't mean just taking a dunk. Such a vibrant port city, brimming with people of all races and creeds. Mayhaps one day Hingashi too will learn to open its arms to the world. Now then, as before, Momozigo and I shall seek out evil and injustice in this place. Pray use the time to further hone your skills in our art, that you might stand ready to contend with whatever villainy should manifest. It's still funny to hear this jingle now. But yeah, we can already do the next one. Sukro, your katana has come to sit well at your hip. 'Tis plain your experience excising evil has matured you as a samurai. I've had an eventful time in this salt-kissed city. In the course of seeking evil, I've come under the suspicion of the local peacekeepers, the Mellow Packets. You mean the Yellow Jackets. A serial killer has been terrorizing these parts, 'twould seem, whose weapon of choice is an uncommonly sharp blade, one not unlike ours. And so I found myself confronted and questioned. Thanks to Momozigo's testimony, however, the pall of suspicion was quickly lifted. Not only that, but we were even permitted to examine the victim's wounds. There can be no doubt they were inflicted by a katana. The killer may well be a samurai, yet a true samurai does not take life without just cause. Murder is heinous in its own right. Committing it with our noble weapon compounds the crime. Such evil cannot be suffered. So there you have it. We're going after a serial killer. I must say, I'm morbidly excited. But let's begin by talking to people in Hawker's Alley. Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it? I mean, it was already escalated quickly in the previous quests. But it sure is escalating even more. Tybalt Lawbringer. That's almost a Guild Wars 2 thing. Weird. Weird to see that here. Because there's a character named Tybalt who is of the rank Lightbringer in that game. I wonder if that was intentional. I've considered streaming Guild Wars 2 as well. But now that this game has taken over my brain space, that might not happen anytime soon. I only have enough brain space for like one game at a time. Alright. Let's talk to people. What do you want? Oh, okay. The recent murders, gruesome business that, and it seems no one's safe neither. Why, even a traveler got himself sliced up, the unlucky sod. What sort of sick bastard would do a thing like that? I thought you had a different thing, but okay. I got briefly distracted by seeing a bunny, even though those are common in this game. Killer makes Kaikern dead, makes Kilkaroon afraid. Afraidfully afraid. Kilkaroon shaky wake all night. Brr. Okay. So far we've learned a person who's not from this area died, and also people are scared. And what do you have to say? The serial killings, oh, don't get me started. We, all of us here have been on edge. One of the victims was a regular of mine, Navigator rest his soul, and I pray that the culprit is caught soon. So, one person who got killed is a regular business individual. Where is Musosai at? Gotcha. By the way, there's a lot of people here. Limsa seems to be the place to be on Famfrit. There's another samurai doing this quest at the same time as us. Can't say I blame the Yellow Jackets for marking us out. I mean, every ilm of Musosai screams, "Look at me!" That's true, he does stand out a bit. Patron, a traveler, and a quick urn, Kaikern. The victims do not seem to have anything in common. Oh yeah, we did learn that Kaikern died. I didn't really parse that amidst the Kaikern's text box. However, the circumstances of their death are strikingly similar. They all vanished in the vicinity of the docks before later turning up as corpses. The killer, it seems to me, targets those who happens to pass along the landing. It's completely random, then? What a frightening thought. But now that we know this, what do we do next? We set a trap. Lure the killer out by walking around the area in question in the black of night. When he emerges from the shadows, we apprehend him. Ah, solid plan! Who's the lucky one who gets to be the bait? Everyone just looks at Momozigo. That's a good bit. Yeah, seeing Limsa pretty lively is pretty nice. It's true. Wait, what? Why me? Though the victims have naught in common, it must be noted that none of them were armed. In other words, the killer preyed on the defenseless. With our katana at our hips, Sukra and I shan't make enticing bait. Conversely, were we to forego our weapons, we would be ill-equipped to subdue the villain. And so it falls to you. Take heart, my friend. Both of us shall be close on hand, ready to pounce ere you may come to harm. Now then, let us go to the docks. I don't think I've been consistent with Musosai's voice acting. But that's fine. Okay. So that is still on the screen. That's the Fisherman's Guild. Limsa is difficult to navigate. So I'm just gonna beeline for an Aetheryte and teleport to the Fisherman's Guild. Something about a person with coffee in their name just running in place, turning around rapidly seems appropriate. We'll see. Relva wanted to hire a city planner, but because she could only speak in nautical metaphors, she accidentally hired like a shipwright or whatever you call a boat crafting type person. And they had to try and design the city instead, due to some miscommunication. 12 above, please keep me safe, please keep me safe. It is time, let us set the trap. I said we would do it at night, and it's broad daylight, but that's okay, because we have a cutscene. It is now nighttime. Wait, that's actually canon? I was just trying to be silly. Oh, hey, look, it's a Katanaman. It's him! That blade. Was this like a former student of yours and there's a dark past history type thing going on here? I bet. By the Kami Momozigo, that scream was loud enough to wake the dead. Small wonder the villain fled with such haste. Oh, they're all pirates, so she only had shipwrights? Yeah, that makes sense. It wasn't intentional. What's done is done. Besides, our mission was not entirely without fruit. The killer's blade, it is known to me. Some while ago, a wealthy merchant of this land came to Kugane, a port of Hingashi. The man had a fetish for blades, don't say that, and proceeded to buy up the finest he could find. I chanced to inspect the wares at one of the many swordsmiths this merchant visited, and noted a unique katana marked for delivery to his ship, the self-same katana the killer wields. Furthermore, according to the shopkeeper, the merchant was Lafabel. A wealthy Lalafellan merchant, you say? Well, in this area there's Gegeruju, who I once entertained with a dance troupe, but for all his vices, he didn't strike me as a serial-killing sort. Be that as it may, this is our sole lead for now. Where do we find this man? We have to deal with Gegeruju in this shit questline too? God damn it. At his resort in Costa del Sol, most like. But I'm doubtful he's the one we're after. I thought I wouldn't have to deal with Gegeruju until I actually continued the Titan shit and or started to do dancer stuff. But I guess we have to meet this man now, and there's no more avoiding it. Maybe there will be unique dialogue because he won't know who I am. Because there is unique dialogue for him not knowing who you are in the Dancer questline. Since you meet him through the Titan questline. Which we haven't done yet, of course. Alright, Gegeruju, where the fuck are you? There you are. Here he is. Here is the worst man himself. What do you have to say about this? Welcome, madam. Do you require assistance? What do you do here? I'm a maidservant to Master Gegeruju, Lord of Costa del Sol. Second to none in matters of business and connoisseurship. Something of an innocent in other manners. Something about his passion for accruing wealth. Never mind. No need to mince words. Let us pierce right to the heart of the matter. Gegeruju's hardly a paragon of righteousness, but if he's guilty of anything, it's being a lecher and not a murderer. That's true. What voice do I give this asshole? Who dares disturb my slumber? Why that one? Why did that happen? Let's see. I could make this man the Hotel Mario voice, because somebody has to have it. But I shouldn't do that, because I don't want to think about Mario being like this. What if I just, like... Oh, fine. What if I just, like, don't bother with this voice? No. Who dares disturb my slumber? Christ. Well, what a peculiar pirate you are. You with your Far Eastern companion. What is it you wish of me? I'm a cat, and fuck you. With a sword. In the face. Not, like, literally. What I'm trying to say is I want to murder you. Already. Truly now. Yours truly a suspect in the serial killings. But of course it's a mistake, and no mistake about it. However, I do have an inkling as to who the culprit might be. Garumi Barlumi, he's your man. He made his fortune in trade and indulges in extreme excesses, which coming from me is saying something. But most relevant to your investigation is the fact that he's obsessed with all things Far Eastern and owns an extensive collection of katana. I don't know if this is the Hotel Mario voice anymore, but it is something. Just the other day at a social gathering, he was bragging on about one such weapon as though it was his firstborn. When he said he wanted to feel what it's like to cut a man... When he said he wanted to feel what it's like to cut a man down, we all had a good chuckle, assuming he was speaking in jest. The man always did strike me as touched, but to think that he'd actually go and do the deed. To kill simply to satisfy his own twisted urges. This is no man, but a fiend in a man's skin. Master Gegaruju, we were wrong to suspect you and humbly beg your forgiveness. Will you tell us where to find this depraved creature? On his ship where he lives. It's at anchor nearby for now, but I should warn you that he recently mentioned wanting a change of scenery. Ah, ship? It's gonna be tough to sneak aboard, but if we miss this chance, who knows when there'll be another? Thank your lucky stars, for it just so happens I received an invitation from Garumi Bolumi to attend a banquet aboard his, and I quote, vessel of myriad pleasures. You may have it. I had no intention of attending at any rate. Show it to the man's retainer at the pier, and you'll be shown to his ship. And you, showmaster, I'll lend you my garb. Disguised as yours truly, none should raise an eyebrow were you to have bodyguards in your company. With that, I bid you success. Garumi Borlumi is a troublesome business rival, and I shan't shed a tear at his demise. I have to disguise as Gegarushu? But I'm a cat. We are grateful. Without further ado, let us assume our roles and head to the pier. Why do I have a terrible feeling about this? You do you? What do you love about this? Well, you said the showmaster had the disguise. Oop. I just splat into the water there. Oh, yeah, it is kind of silly. Maybe it will... Oh yeah, it is Momozigo. He's got the outfit on now. 'Tis a fine day for a banquet aboard a ship. A fine day indeed. Well, was that convincing? I have to meld these two voices together now to do this. Oh boy, a breathtaking view. It reminds me of the Ruby Sea, of home. This'll be fun. Master Gegaruju and company, you do us great honor. The invitation, if I may. All appears to be in order. Thank you kindly. If you would care to step aboard, we shall cast off presently. I like the mental image that the ship we're being invited onto is this tiny rowboat, sailboat type thing right here. It's not, but it's funny to think about. Well, time to murder. Time to murder a murderer. Boat. I'm very observant and I can notice a naval vessel. Oh yeah, this dance that you can learn by paying money. I don't think we're gonna kill every person on this boat. Just this guy. Just this asshole. Just this motherfucker. Well, he seems to already be drinking himself into a useless, easily murderable state. So that's beneficial to us. Your dedication to your passion is beyond impressive, my lord. Would that we had all your fine taste. Come now, we scarcely scratched the surface. Save some wonderment for my prized katana. Ah, Master Gegaruju, always a pleasure. I say, are those samurai I see beside you? A commendable first effort, my lord, but they pale in comparison to my katana collection. You would flaunt the blades you used to cut down innocents? Twisted fiend, your reign of terror ends here. Eh? You're not Gegaruju, are you? And yet I'd swear we've met. Damn right we met. I'm the would-be prey who screamed his lungs out. Ah, yes, from the other night. You see, 'tis well and good to admire a blade upon a stand, but its true place is in one's hand. This I discovered to my sheerest ecstasy. The law is too good for the likes of you. You shall face the self-same end you visited upon innocence. Not only do you sneak uninvited into a private gathering, you make violent threats against an upstanding citizen. It seems I have no choice but to summon the guards. Let us step above, and pray put on a good show. I have a reputation as a host to uphold. That's a pretty cool cut with the noise there, honestly. There's also Beast. Yeah, he's not even trying to hide it a little bit. Wow. I've never done the samurai quests before, so I didn't... He's kind of got a large forehead, but he's mostly just got a head that's mostly shaved. Astirgrain Koi! Time to work for your keep! What? Who's this guy? He's got the cowboy hat. Oh shit. Rising Zan is here. Sort of. That is no way to hold a katana. You are no true samurai. Bah, like there's a difference. The samurai is just the swordsman what fights with a katana, and this champion gladiator is gonna show you how it's done. You heard that, Sukro? The difference is lost on this man. We must free him from his ignorance. Hold it. I have a mind to savor this. We shall save you for last. Let us warm the deck with an opening act. This is absurd. There were ninja here this whole time. For now, we enjoy the spectacle. I too shall observe. You alone have more than enough for these false shinobi. Have at her! Kurusate! Oh god, he even throws in random foreign words. For a second I thought this music was Hunter's Chants from Final Fantasy IX, and I was confused. But it's not. It has the same vibe as it, though. I don't remember where this plays otherwise. This is but part of your training. Finish them swiftly, my people. Alright. Defeat the sham shinobi. Let us warm the deck with blood! A fine spectacle. When outnumbered, use Oka or Mangetsu to smite multiple foes in one sweep. Did you learn about your AoE moves yet? This is actually kind of harsh. Look at all the damages I'm taking. Jesus. Shit. Nope. I fucked up. I just want to use a potion here. I can't because I used something else by mistake. That's bad. I'm using all the wrong moves now because I got flustered. I don't have much in the way of healing, either. I do have Bloodbath, and I do have Second Wind. That's it. Okay. You're tough, I'll give you that, but how will you fare against my pet? Feeding time, my pretty. Okay. Tis a fiend who resorts to using a fiend. The beast is yours, Zuko. The false shinobi you may leave to me. Oh, Christ. The beast is a lumbering thing. You can easily anticipate and evade its attacks. It doesn't have a tell. So once it just stops doing things. Oh, I didn't notice its hand until way too late. God. Oh, right. So you have to actually, like, watch for actual tells in its body language. Now you're gonna swing in front of you. Oh, my beautiful pet! No more games. Time to unleash the samurai. Right then, let's take some heads. Finally, the last act of this gaudy circus. Alright. Cowboy Samuraiman. This man is but a pretender who knows not how to hold a blade. I should be surprised were he to offer you any trouble. I'm fucking dying over here. What the fuck? That you should fall against such feeble opposition. He just fucking murdered me. I had no chance. There's no way to avoid any of that. I just instantly died, basically. Don't forget to arm's length or the slow. What slow? Was there a slow? This seems like shit and bad and impossible. That's just a rude gut reaction on my part, but... What was I supposed to do there? Oh, right, arm's length does do that. Was I... I guess I'll try again. I couldn't lower the difficulty. But should I... No, I want to try at what... I want to see if I can figure this out a little. Maybe you're expected to have... Maybe you're expected to have better gear. But I literally can't really access better gear. Samurai's job quests are infamous for their difficulty? I mean, I guess I believe it at this point. First, I have to get my buffs. No, I didn't mean to do that shit. I'm gonna die at this part this time. Oh wait, I have third eye as well. I can reduce damage from attacks. Oh boy. Am I having audio issues now? God damn it. I was just having some weird stuttering. Or hearing some weird stuttering. What on earth? Huh? There's literally nothing you can do. You just die. What? Why have they never fixed this? I used all of the things. I used all of the defensive options. Give me very easy. 'Cause that's a mistake. Your game design had a flaw here. Like, was he doing certain movements I was supposed to anticipate? That was me fumbling the buttons more than an input getting eaten. Because I'm not used to button pressing. Even though this is ridiculously difficult, it's immediately giving me the impression that it's my fault and I'm bad at video games. Because that's just the default reaction to things being difficult that I have. How come they've never gone back and fixed this? They surely have to know about it? I mean, I guess I'm a big shot, maybe. I didn't even try easy. I just skipped to very easy after the bullshit. Oh, summoner stuff is gonna be really difficult? That's good to know. Spoilers, I'm probably gonna pivot to summoner immediately upon the release of Endwalker because it interests me. The changes they're doing to it. So, I need to try at least a little bit here. I have to remember also that I do have positionals at this level. Not that I can do them, really. Alright, Cowboy Cheat Man. Let's see how you do when I reduced your difficulty. I'll show you a samurai trick or two, he says, in the voice that's not the one I was. Oh. Shit. This is... What do you mean this is one of the only story missions that has the echo in it? It said the echo thing because I chose very easy. So I kind of assumed that that was the purpose of it. Time to use the secret weapon. Bombs. You are not but a craven. Well, that was manageable. It's not supposed to play out like this. The banquet is over. Come, Sucro, we give chase. I can't. I'd exit the duty if I did that. So on other, like... well, the second time I did it, since I did lose once, it didn't get any easier. It only got easier because I chose very easy. What I'm guessing, based on the fact that it gave me the tooltip for the echo thing, is that they eventually changed it so that instead of giving you the echo with each loss, after you lose once, you can choose a difficulty, which is basically selecting how much of the echo that you get. This is as far as you go. That's my guess, anyway. Who are you? I am Musosai, and beside me is my pupil Sucro. We seek out the wicked and exact justice upon them. Musosai, the legendary swordsman whose tales I heard in Kogane. Small wonder my guards didn't stand a chance. But even legends bleed, and with my transcended katana I am more than a match for you. Come, this blade shall drink deep of your lifeblood. Unrepentant fiend, you belong not in jail, but in hell. Say your prayers to whatever kami you keep. Fucking dead. You belong not in jail, but in hell is pretty good. You needn't befoul your blade with scum such as this. We have accomplished our goal of excising evil, and for that I am glad. But this outing leaves much to be desired for your training. It was kind of bullshit, honestly. For, you see, a samurai learns best when he faces a fellow samurai of equal skill. Alas, they are hard to come by in this land, and a pretender such as that whom you faced is no substitute. Whew, we did it! Pats on the back for everyone, especially me! Now what's this about you being a legend back home? 'Tis ancient history. Whatever I may have been in the past, now I am but as you see me, an old man long past his prime. Well done, my friends. You've rid us of a depraved monster. It was a brutal end, but it was no more than he deserved. Justice well served indeed. Rest assured this mess will be cleaned up. As they say, what happens in Del Sol stays in Del Sol. We are in your debt, my lord. Yep, this guy's the Hotel Mario voice from now on. It just has to be this way. Our work here is done. One fewer evil afflicts... Musosai, are you alright? I'm old. Worry not, I shall be fine. My endurance is not as it once was, is all. Come, my friends, let us move on to wherever the wind should blow. And the wind blows, would seem, to the forest. Momozigo, pray lead on. The forest? You mean Gridania? Oh dear, I mean, of course, right this way. That seems fine. That's not suspicious at all. Well, we're not going to be able to do the next one. I can probably do like one more step of the Titan questline and not get to Titan today. But we'll see. Honestly, the longer it takes me to get to Titan, the funnier it is. I wonder if I should try to complete the Palace of the Dead's last, like the 50th floor on camera, or if that's something I'll be okay to do off camera. Because there is like a cutscene after it, probably. And I do want to like show that, probably, but I don't know. Ah, Gridania, always lovely to be here. Momozigo's not having a good time. A nation at one with the forest. Simply being here is salve for the soul. Yet even amidst such seeming serenity, untold wickedness may lurk. Until such time as we find it, pray continue applying yourself to our art. Right then, I'll go about making inquiries at once. Well, I'm sure that's not anything. Let's pretend that we're going to get to Titan today. What were we supposed to be doing over here? Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position and why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. We are kind of all shitheads. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amal Jah encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amal Jah in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this one spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle for yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Okay. I just did worse things. More difficult things, so this is fine, honestly. What do you have to say, random person? Never gone fishing in the desert? There's no difference between sand and sea once your quarry is on the hook. Does this game have sand fishing in it? Is that a thing? Well. Time to prove ourselves to some random schmucks in the desert. Such is the task of the Warrior of Light. I don't think we officially have that title, actually. Yeah. Such is the task of the cat that I am. Time to go this way and do something and then kill someone. That kind of describes most of the gameplay if you think about it. Go somewhere, do something, kill someone. Gather information by talking to several people who know nothing. Investigate shiny spot. I guess there's going to be 2 of this man in a minute. I'm helping. It says lion wait. Oh, I have to stand over here. You may have to respawn the man to kill him again. Such is the way of things in the desert. Hello. Goodbye. Wow, it sure is bright in the desert. It's very yellow. That's the color of sand. It's more yellow on one of my monitors than my other monitor. Actually, it's pretty much the same color as this chocobo. And if we check desert yellow, well, they're not wrong. This is the chocobo color. I should build up a combo for all those 6 spins that I just did. $12 in a row. Great, good, awesome, outstanding, amazing. Exactly. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? A confusion of teeth, bones, and claws strung onto a piece of leather. Supposedly, from the pattern in which items are ordered, other Amalja can glean the name and rank of the necklace's wearer, not wielder. 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Thanks. When the worm turns... Worm? A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a well-wicked worm to hunt. For a second I sounded like a Dracula. This is kind of a Dracula voice now that I think about it. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but well-wicked worms are far fewer in numbers. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist.
These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where whalewick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Thanks, Dracula. Cat Dracula. I think they give up on making random Mikote just have a whole bunch of extra R's in their sentences later on. So this will be the only cat that does that for... Not the only one, but a lot of them don't do this. Sucro probably does not do this. Frankly, I don't know how you'd roll your R's in a southern accent without changing it to something else. You didn't know it was a thing? Yeah, it's been more than this guy. Some of the, like, retainer Mikote do it, I think. Wait. There's two identical looking people here. I forget if Ibleth is one of the retainers that does it. She might be, actually. I'll have to go look at retainer dialogue to check. A lot of the Mikote retainers say weird things, like when the master's away, the cat will play. He's like, I'm also a cat. Why are you saying this? I don't know how you could do that speech quirk in a southern accent, though, as I was saying, so I don't think Sucro could have that. I killed Big Worm. Goodbye, 2 worms. Oh, another one. Well, this is because it's not my worm to kill. I might as well help, though. So many of worm are here. Oh, alright. Oh, wait. That wasn't the right worm. That was a different worm, maybe. But yeah, there are definitely some Mikote that use the rolling R's, multiple R's in a word thing. And then after a while, I think they just stopped doing that for any of them. Or maybe there just aren't that many plot important Mikote after a point. I can think of a few. Like, there's obviously Yashtola. And then there's, Minago, I think her name is. I don't remember exactly how to pronounce the M apostrophe. These spins probably look a lot sillier in using other certain mounts that exist. Why isn't there a cool skateboard where you can, like, do tricks? You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? A large round slice of whalewick worm white meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Sucro. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wayscape. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wayscape's counsel. But hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. It is not these shitty gloves. The captain was always fond of this brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. It's a weird place to roll your R, dude. Weisket is a firm yet fair teacher, an expert welder of men, and I suspect this is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Sucro. Bye, Cat Dracula. It was okay talking to you, I guess. It wasn't terrible. Back to Costa del Sol again. Everyone's favorite place in the game. Not really. More like Costa del I can feel my soul leaving my body, am I right? Haha. It is like a funny joke. Now I'm going to be having that accent on my brain all the time, especially because it's basically the Radna one, but different. I don't remember what voice this guy had. Well met, Sucro. Landonel and Uod Nun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? A deep caramel-covered spirit made from twice distilling fine red wine and then aging it in rosewood barrels for at least 30 summers. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Nun personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Alduna at this time to obtain it. Okay. Tell me what it is, though. The things we do for Oh! This is when this dungeon happens. Okay. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflux, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's chocobos that are kind of stuck. Not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls Docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflux and her people have made their home. I forgot it was cheese time. Oh, I'm already there. Okay. The things we do for cheese, indeed. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to do this dungeon right now. I don't think I have time. Unfortunately, but I will unlock it. And as I said earlier, it's funny that Titan is taking so long to get to, both in terms of streams and the game. Yep, my dinner is ready, actually. As I thought. How do we get up there again? I will at least unlock it. So, I guess I might as well start saying it now. Hang on, I have a side mission to do here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate any sort of support that you can give me. Even just viewing is helpful. But as usual, there are various other means that you can choose to support me should you wish. Most of which I believe you can find below the stream. Patreon, Ko-Fi, etc. And,
You can also choose to support through Twitch bits and subscriptions, but again, Twitch is still being kind of shitty, as far as I'm aware, so it's not optimal. And, been having a bit of a rough time lately, but I hope that I can continue to stream more often. Let's talk to this individual. What's the hurry, Venture? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Where's over yonder? Oh, it's so over yonder. Oh, come on now. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your continued support. I will unlock this dungeon. I might be able to stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I doubt I'll be able to stream Friday, but again, I'm not completely sure. Not on Saturday, maybe Sunday. There are many possibilities. I guess all I have to do is talk to this person. Oh, it's Brayflox. You're just here. Tongue flaps of wastecat be reaching the ears of Brayflox. Uplanders come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chase Gobbyflock from home. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander to give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Yep, Goblin Cheese Dungeon. That'll be next time. And since I kind of have to go, Sucro doesn't exactly have time to go sleep in a bed, so time to sleep on the ground. Oh yeah. Alright. See you next time, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all very much. And I hope you all have a great day. Oh, it was redeemed at the last second.